potential.
Yeah, I don't know if they did, but I mean,
Rye syndrome is a rare but serious condition causing sudden brain swelling and liver damage, primarily in children and teens recovering from viral infections like flu or chickenpox. It's become very rare due to reduced aspirin use in kids. I always thought of aspirin as like the most natural and healthy out of all those things.
I think it is for to say, but
It's avoid aspirin and it's Salicylate containing meds in children and teens with flu, chickenpox, or cold. Use acetaminophen or ibuprofen instead. Vaccinate against flu and chickenpox and screen newborns for metabolic risk. So acetaminophen is the issue, right?
yeah,
Because I read this terrible story about a lady who died during COVID. Not from COVID, from Tylenol. She just kept taking Tylenol.
well, Tylenol shuts down.
Yeah,
Take off of it.
that's ground.
But what I was saying is, in the issue this morning, it was down by Democrats by years time and can't lead to weird science cut. And then you got all these videos, viral videos of TikTok of pregnant women eating Tylenol.
Yeah, the safe fuck drug.
Yeah,
It's crazy. I hope they didn't really do it. I hope they were connected. Because that's so dumb. It's just so stupid. Why would you even want to risk that? Like, how is that not a thing that you just abandon all party affiliation? You go, the health of my child. This is science. They're not saying don't take Tylenol. Like, you could still buy Tylenol. It's a good thing to know that if you take too much of something, it's bad. There's a lot of things that are fine. You take 1 or 2 pills. If you're like that poor lady with COVID, you just keep taking it over and over and over again, you'll die. You should know that. It doesn't mean you shouldn't take aspirin or you shouldn't take Tylenol. It just means know when to take it and when not to take it. And know how much to take. Like, that's all information that everybody should want to be out there. The fact that people want to connect that to Trump, and I'm going to take aspirin, I'm going to take Tylenol while I'm pregnant. Is this what, like, imagine the aliens watching us and we're like, they're not ready. They're not ready for sophisticated time traveling technology. These fucking dopes, like, what are they doing? They're fighting over nonsense. And it's like, it's all heavily accelerated by social media.
Yeah, I mean, the algorithms does amplify that polarization.
Yeah.
They're just telling you what you want to hear and telling you your worldview.
And also just outrage. I've been on it for a while. It's like, like all the weirdness of nonsense in the world. It's not aware of it peripherally, but it's not the case all that. I think most people are dealing with mental illness. And they're just bombarded by sensation, bombarded by frustration.
I don't think race targets impulses to the spirit. I mean, I don't use it either, but I post stuff. But if I start reading my comments, I'm serious.
I know it's terrible. I genuinely thought when you joined forces with Trump and the Tulsi did as well, I was like, okay, maybe this will unite us and make more people realize that there's a lot of people that are being left out, that are in the center of all this, and we can all come together and work together. That's what I thought, naive. Obviously, once you guys got in there, once you guys were MAGA, like, health is bad. And don't stop the dies. Like, no matter what it was, people were ideologically opposed to you being correct about anything. Because now you're connected with Trump. So it's like I was watching liberals, the people that are always worried about food ingredients, just dismissing all of this talk about preservatives and glyphosate and red dye and all these different things. And it's just an ideology.
I mean, it's like this dog, and it's part of its tribalism. It's these actors in our brain that evolved over years.
Yes.
And now you've got W comes
They've
out
got
hungry
machines
here in
that
this,
can
in this
activate
year
those
full time.
parts today.
Well, Cheryl,
They're
over
being
to the third of
manipulated
this
all
one.
the
What,
time.
what do you
Yeah.
make of this one?
And then
Yeah,
there's a
see,
bunch
to
of
start the
people that
second period and dictate possession is
people
something they did not do in the first
invested
period because they gave away the puck way too
manipulation
many
that's going
times.
on
The good
social
part,
media
we're sitting
where
at a
who
tied
knows
game,
who's
and
doing
they can
it.
change the
Watch
course of
different
this
groups
game.
doing it.
Oh, one of his
They're
teammates
not
is
real
right in the
people.
shooting lane there.
They're not real human
But he's
beings.
really got him on their heels here
They
now.
shift the narrative
Picked up
in a
along
certain
the wall.
direction.
Does
Fascinating time to
anybody
be
take a
alive.
drive to
You
Clutch
know,
City as they take
as
the
far
lead?
as
Well, the lead is
what
in their
you
hands,
thought
and
this
now
job was
it's
going to be
about
before you get
building
in,
off of that.
before you
Good
got in,
shift
and
management,
what it
dictating
became.
pace,
What
controlling the
what
offensive
was your
zone.
expectation
Everything
when
now
you got
is
in?
on the line.
Did anything really
They
surprise
call
you?
that a 50-50 puck battle, James. Well, not when he's on the ice. I knew who was coming out with it. You knew who
I
was
mean,
coming
you
out
know,
with it. The
I
coach
try to
did.
go into
Everyone did.
every
He
tournament.
comes
I've
out with a
got
press. He is relentless.
expectations.
He is tenacious. He uses his
And,
body to his
and just
advantage,
focus
and
on
then he
really
gets
rally on
offensive
what I'm
production
doing
off of
day
it
by
and scores.
day.
Awesome play.
And that actually makes me a lot more resilient.
Lots of
I have
hockey left to be
expectations.
played in this period. The Oilers are hanging
So
on
you
to this
never get
one-goal
crushed.
lead. They'd
And,
love to add another.
but
Colorado's got a
I
hold of
would
the
say
puck off the draw.
that
Here we go, on-man rush.
no, I have not
Tried to
spent
make
a lot
a
of
move,
my
and the puck
life
hops away.
hanging out with
Olofsson's known for his
Republicans,
creativity, and he
but I
tries one too
imagine
many
that they
moves
were
there, and he
talking
loses the
about
puck.
Wedgwood's got the
is
puck, and he's gonna
exactly
hang
the
on.
opposite of
Reaches
how
to
I'm
the front
in
and
an
center with his
administration that
bobblehead night coming up
surrounded
next
by
game. Still a few
immensely
tickets
talented
available.
people,
These
and,
ones are gonna be hot. Don't
and
miss
they're
out.
immensely idealistic. And you know, nobody. I
Nelson's
always
won it
imagine
off the
the Republicans
faceoff.
would get together and maybe make it
Solid
a
hit on the
group
play,
war,
and that knocks the
maybe
puck off his stick.
reduce
Right.
attacks on the bridge.
Ball to miss.
And
Look out,
all
here they
they're
come on the
doing
attack.
is narrowly
And he hits
focused
one
on
of his
how
own
to
teammates
stop
with that
this
shot. Hammers it on the one-timer, and a great
and the
save.
level of
Moves it to
idealism
Henrique.
that I see in
Now
every
a quick
level
pass
of
to
the White
Mangiapane.
House and you know, in my
Fires it on
agency
net, and that shot gets caught in traffic.
is inspiring.
Slides
And
into
then the
Nelson.
level of the
And he dodges
capabilities,
the puck
just
check
the,
there.
the competence
The
of
Oilers take possession in the
people I'm
defensive end.
surrounded with.
Moves it over to Henrique.
I think the
Quick
thing that
feed to
shocked me
Olofsson.
most was how bad the agency was, how
Good fight for the puck along the boards.
you know, just how
Loses
inefficient
his
the
balance
whole
on the
seems
play.
here. We're getting
Here's a
sick
short
of
pass to
this.
Bear. And a strong physical collision on the play there.
Agency and yet
Moves
the
it quickly over to McKinnon.
and the richest
Unable to reach that one.
I think HHS is the sixth
Sorry.
biggest country in the world.
And here's the pass to Henrique.
Yeah, that is budget.
On
It's
the
got the
attack
biggest
on the
budget.
boards.
It's the better one.
Quick
That's
pass
the
to
defense
Rostovic.
budget.
Trying to shake loose.
And
He's in all alone.
yet you're absolutely
Stop on the breakaway.
we're literally residing
Right
over
through
this
center and into the
cliff
offensive zone.
where
Back at the point, he's
getting
set it
where
up.
people
Colorado's
just
looking to break out of their own end.
77% of American kids
They've got some momentum here. Glove save, and he does it with
why is that
style.
happening?
Jari's made himself
I
look
was a kid.
huge on that last save. I mean, anytime the puck is in a quality scoring area like the slot, you got to get square to the shooter.
Oh,
Uncaged
good textbook hit there.
of juvenile diabetes over a 40
Receives the
50-year
pass.
career. A 38% of
Here's a shot.
teens
Oh, that's a
are
great shot
diabetic
off there.
or
Well, yeah, I mean, it's great in scoring chance, and you want to make sure that you get in front of that one, and he did. He gets all of it.
Odds rates are 10,000 in 1970. People
Whether you're a player or a goaltender, so much of the training is about reaction, and you can certainly tell that it was coming handy for him because he looks incredibly safe just by instincts
They
alone.
came up with 48 for 10,000. Last week, 10,000. And today it's 131. California is 119.
There it is. That's a wrap for period number 2. Both teams will get a chance to get a little breather here. And we'll come back third period action next.
Great.
And when my uncle was president,
Welcome
it
back,
was a
everyone.
10-12
Both teams
boy.
lined up at center ice, and we are ready to
Spent
get this
zero
third period underway.
practices. Zero. Today we spent $4.3
And
trillion
they'll
a
drop the
year.
puck here on the final frame.
And it's the
What's this
fastest
game
point
told
I
you through
have
2 periods tonight?
Colorado's up against a hot goaltender, James,
Next
and you know
extra.
when the goaltender's
We
feeling
can't
it, you're
sustain
going to have
it.
to get them
Republicans
moving
never
laterally.
gets it.
And so they're going to have to find a way to go east to west and know exactly when to fire that puck.
It's all about more money. Who gets
Quick
the
feed
money?
down low.
Now
Edmonton's
we're
got the
throwing
puck
this system
behind
that's
the net.
completely broken. It's not out.
Watch
Here,
it.
let's
Oilers
just keep
take it
getting
along the
something.
wall.
It's like changing deck chairs. I
Oh, smart heads
I'm
up.
coming
Puts
to
that
vote
one
this
away.
game. how do we get people healthy? Because that's how you solve the healthcare cost problem. Right now, police cents out of every dollar they use spend, the federal taxes going to healthcare, not 90% of it is chronic disease. So, it's clear that Americans don't want to be sick. But they're being paid sick. Obesity rates of 5% kids I was kid. Now close to 20%, and adults, 70% of adults are obese or overweight. Now, it was not true when we were kids. It's not because Americans got indolent or lazy or hungry. It's because they were being mass poisoned. The best interests that are making money, everybody makes money after the cancer. Food companies make money again. Pharma makes money. It's like insurance. You would think insurance would make people, but it doesn't. It actually makes more money if more people are sick than hospitals.
Why? How does insurance go?
Well, I mean, think of it this way. It's literally funding. So on one ship, and you're insuring all the ships in the ocean. On one ship to take care of 1,000 sick. If 1,000 sick, everybody's going to be paying premiums to insure themselves against that eventuality. And you're making money on the friction. You're making the money that comes into this. You're making your money on the money that comes into the system. The more you pump up that volume of money, the more you make. Nobody is interested. Nobody is economically incentivized to make people well, and we are not going to get well until we align those economic incentives with the health outcomes that we want, which is nobody gets sick. And the chronic disease epidemic, that's what we're doing now. Trying to realign all those reverse incentives.
He's got a point per game streak against
for example,
clearly loves playing
the
against
medical system pays
It's not difficult
out
to get up against your nemesis, is it, James?
That's if the board has the doctor registry on the board drugs and prescribes you, the board unpackaging has to do the richer gets. Oh, he is not incentivized. Incentivized to get you well. We ought to be paying flat fee at the beginning of the year and saying any charge from this patient. That's out of your pocket. And then he's like, okay, how do I get this guy getting sick? And he starts studying nutrition books. And that's
actually an interesting idea. It seems so difficult to unravel.
It's difficult, but it's not enough. Well, I think 3 years from now, you're going to see different healthcare model.
I think talking about it is a big impact because most people are just not aware of how the whole system works and what is actually wrong. Most people just hear about it, healthcare, people are sick, they need healthcare. Why would they cut healthcare? Cutting healthcare is bad. That's what they would just immediately do. Yeah, and that's people, they think of the fraud stuff and they want to dismiss it. Like I've heard all these people dismiss this Nick Shirley kid that was exposed to Minneapolis. But the reason why is because it's the wrong party. This was a Democrat that was exposing Republicans to law, and they would be all into it. It would be on every newspaper. But instead, they're trying to dismiss it as not relevant.
Yeah, and it's weird because I know Democrats are. They care about the same things that I do. I've known these guys almost all for many of them here for example. Their only solution is for funding the system unless it's another broken that is making us sick and sick. And what President Trump wants to do is also fix the system. Stop. Most of that money is not going to patients and insurance companies need to have all these middlemen that are milking the system. And that's why President Trump said, the answer is to not pay the insurance company is to pay the consumer directly and make him see what's on health care. So that he can spend money he's now incentivized to prevention. And to maybe do holistic medicine or take vitamins or of take vitamin D, which, you know, is, as you know, it's kind of miraculous. Or to, alternatives, you know, to preventative care. And we want to say, right now, nobody is in that position of accountability. We need to make CEOs of health so that they have responsibility and they're going to pay the cost. They get sick. Government pays. But they then decide to allocate that, how to allocate that money. And then you need to make it transparent. And that's, you know, one of the things that we're doing. During his first term, Trump has a transparency bill, but because Trump about everybody wanted transparency. If you're a woman, you're pregnant, you want to know how much it's going to cost you to
goal in the third period.
have
The
that
coach's
baby.
reaction behind the bench says it
know
all, that they are so close to winning. They're close to getting the
You
point.
go
They
9
gotta
months
find a
on
way
a
to
phone
close it
every
out
day. How
properly.
much
It's
is it
about
going to
good
cost?
habits,
And you'll never
making
get
sure
it
they're
straight answer.
responsible and get it done.
And
Officials
so,
ready
you
to
know, in
drop the
New
puck
York,
and get things back underway.
for example, what we're doing now is we're going to make
Smart
all
read
the
on the play
hospitals and
as
all the
both centers were
providers
tied up on the
post
draw.
menu their
A little
prices
banging and crashing
so
now.
that are available to
Blades outside
everybody
the bench,
and they're
allowing for
available
the
on a
extra
website
attacker to
where,
jump on.
you know, if you want an MRI,
Frees up the puck.
there's 40 places around your home and offer prices that you can't right now figure out what they cost.